Hello and welcome back to Danganronpa. So, class trial is about to start. Let's see if we manage to get all of the clues and if I actually figure out who the murderer is. Okay.
Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings.
Oh.
Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school.
Oh, the office.
See you soon.
Okay, that's me. The victim was time of death is estimated around 1:30. Body was discovered in Makoto's room, the dormitory, the depth. In the bartender cabinet was stabbing. Right wrist is fractured. Okay. Why? Evidence of a struggle. Yeah. We switched rooms. The toolkit was not open. The room was too clean, so somebody definitely tried to get rid of some evidence. There was a bloody wrist. There was a dying message which clearly says Leon. Bathroom door frame was difficult to open, and then the doorknob was dislodged. The door nameplates were switched. Kitchen knife set. Can this be an evidence that somebody was actually trying to kill Makoto? Who switched these? Because the killer would have no interest in switching these, because it would actually be to his benefit that Sayako was found in Makoto's room, because otherwise the only reason why people know that she was in Makoto's room was because Makoto himself admitted to it. So that's basically my thing, like somebody switched these, and I think it's the teddy bear. Somehow it switched automatically because she got the key. So the key is somehow tied to whoever has it. That's what I'm thinking. The knife set. That can account for me not having taken the knife, which the knife is the murder weapon. Crash duty, incinerator, the burned shirt piece, the smashed crystal ball. That's it. So the evidence do we have? Can we please not assume that those are numbers? They are not numbers. Let's go. I haven't saved in a while. I'm gonna have to replay.
Listen to me!
Kodo Squad. It has to be.
Is everyone here? Okay then, please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fate will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
I talked to him one last time.
What? What? Impossible. You know? What? What?
Hey,
Got it!
Yeah, you're obviously being that way. But you should know that it's not me.
I'm sorry.
What the heck?
Yeah, a couple things, but oh, Leon, man. What was your job, anyways? Okay, let's just go.
well then.
Yes, indeed. Hey. Makoto. Oh.
Shit.
Well now. Yoo-hoo!
Okay. Thank you. Oh no. Not to do anything.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course!
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Yeah, Teddy Bear already knows.
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates?
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Let's go and see.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono!
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, and the murder took
In the bathroom. So it seems the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No, it's wrong.
Goodness.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom? She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
Yeah.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
It was a knife.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon!
So the killer used some random knife they had on him. How could anyone do something like that? That son of a bitch!
Oh, for F's sakes.
So what was used?
There was some kind of without a doubt.
So the killer used some random knife.
No, it's wrong. No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
Seriously, he is leading this argument
I
against
don't
me.
think
He's the
that's true at
killer.
all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
Okay.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret. Nobody...
No, that's wrong. Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier? Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
Yeah, but she didn't even see the person who took it home.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Yeah,
no,
that's a problem.
He definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time.
But neither was the person who took the knife. She didn't see that though.
There's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this?
Oh my god, they're
What
so
if the
gullible.
idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other? Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
Oh, good
So
question.
you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
Okay, so accomplices
So in
basically
other
get nothing.
words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
It's to be assumed, but
What if they did work together and they just didn't know about the rule?
yeah, that's true. In the first case, it's
Good
true.
grief! Enough already. No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case. Oops. Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
But she didn't see who the
so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that? I can.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire
Oh,
time I
thank
was
goodness.
drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over.
Okay, thank
Which
goodness.
means we have airtight alibis.
Thank goodness.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
Nope, not
We're
really.
not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms. But it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room. So, I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem. A boy and a girl spending the night
Oh.
together? It's unwholesome.
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Oh my god, you do.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Oh, so it was her.
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual.
So she left the room.
When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen.
Is this really a suicide?
As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
then the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
That's the problem.
What?
See? He did do it after all!
No, you're wrong!
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I agree, thank you.
See, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, it's the door frame.
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
And Hangman Gambit is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes. There must be a crucial point. Here, it's A, please. I wanted to shoot A, please. It's A, why won't you shoot?
Now I understand! That's right! There wasn't a single hair on the floor!
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes, and if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
Not really,
No.
because they left her.
If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just
Yep,
the hair.
thank you. Somebody with reason.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
Why are you suddenly...
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
Yeah, like the lock.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene?
Yeah.
Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Yes, I remember. Yeah, yes, there was. Where is it? There it is.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room?
No,
But
actually.
if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
No, because it's a boys'
You
room.
still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Well, actually, you're not laying out all of the evidence. Come on, let me pick the item. Okay, so I'll just let this pass the first time.
The incident took place in Makoto's room.
Yeah.
Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
Yes.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Then the killer ran after her.
Mm-hmm.
And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
And finally,
no.
The culprit had Sayaka cornered.
And to finish the job, they stabbed her with the kitchen knife.
It was you, wasn't it, Makoto? Admit it. We already know the answer.
Okay, I think I know what I have to shoot. Okay.
The incident took place and Sayaka was first attacked. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran out and they got into the bath. At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door because Sayaka had locked it.
No.
No, what's wrong?
You can't lock that room. It's the guy's
reason
room.
my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door. That's not lucky.
Actually,
at
that's the most luckiest
So
thing
the
that
reason
happened
the
to
door
me.
didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place?
Because the killer was
Everyone
not.
should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
Yeah, the doors were. Yes, because the doors. Yeah. Come on, I know what this is. They fought.
Shoot!
Come on, man. This is ridiculous. He thought that it was Sayaka's room. Why are you annoying the heck out of me?
The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable!
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Ah, goodness.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms. Which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through!
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door open.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
And someone who didn't
Then
know.
Makoto couldn't have done it.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
What?
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules!
Are we serious?
Majority rules? Do you really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you
don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then, maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
I got it! Because
Probably
Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Okay, come on.
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me.
Yeah, she was trying to kill you, wasn't she? Check the nameplate to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay, Sayaka?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words.
Okay.
When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes.
Okay.
Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room. Huh? Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No.
No, I didn't. But...
Of course you didn't. Because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
No, no. Oh, she was trying to kill someone?
Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She
Yes.
must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
So she was trying to
Who got
kill
an
someone.
invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation? What young man could resist?
Oh man,
Of
you.
course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
Oh, it's go ahead.
Very well then. Pay attention.
Oh goodness. Okay.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yeah.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
Okay.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
No.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong. F that.
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
Yep.
They got switched?
Mm-hmm.
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
But Sayaka had no way of knowing this.
If someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
No.
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
It's probably Sayaka.
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note. She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
Because she wanted to kill someone in there.
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why
I'm
would anyone do that?
serious. She wanted to kill someone.
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room.
She was the one who took the sword.
That's where the answer
She
lies.
had the glitter on her fingers.
Then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her.
No.
We figured it out. We know who did it. Whoever she invited over is the culprit.
Oh goodness me.
We still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot.
Exactly.
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
Look, there's a couple of people we can eliminate off the bat. These two girls, for example, Makoto.
Murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Yes, it was.
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
There's photos. Come on.
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
All right, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
Yeah, sure. Good luck and have fun. So what bullets do we have? A replica sword, sheath, kitchen knife set, replica sword. Okay.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. Sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
Okay.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away. But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah,
When the
okay.
fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. The sword-based sneak attack.
No, it's wrong. Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the
Yeah.
sword.
Should have started with the kitchen.
Why not?
Because the sword sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife?
Yeah, so she
That
was
was the
trying.
only sharp thing found at the scene.
Yeah.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If
Sayaka
they got
attacked
attacked with
first.
the kitchen knife, Maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse.
Yeah.
In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which Sayaka had. Come on.
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked
And Sayaka had the kitchen.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out.
Sayaka had the
Culprit
kitchen.
came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere.
No. No.
Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening.
No. No. No.
So
You...
she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too.
No. It makes no sense what you're saying.
Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and...
My God. My
Sorry,
God.
but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to
Thank
defend
you.
herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because it's
Because
stupid.
she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Yeah. Yeah, it's her hands. Her hands are clean. Her palms. Her palms.
I got it!
Come on.
You're talking about her palms, right?
Yeah, you were dirty
The
gold.
palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked
Yeah.
up the sword.
How
Goodness.
can you know that just by looking at her palms?
He just
Like I
told
said
you.
before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands.
Yeah. Because they were trying to
There's
defend
really
themselves.
no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Exactly.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
That's not possible because there's no
Sorry,
water.
but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Oh, shut up.
No, that's not it at all.
Come on, the kitchen sink. Water was off.
According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here.
Oh my.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
Oh my goodness, stop it.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
Insult definitely.
Obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means
She attacked first, come
the
on.
killer is the only one who used the sword.
Exactly.
But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheet with the kitchen knife was...
Yes. Oh my goodness.
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But
Yes.
we already said that the attack started with...
With Sayak. Yes,
the person
it
with
was
the
her.
knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Exactly. Come
The
on.
one who attacked first was...
Exactly.
Sayaka?
Now do you
Exactly.
understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a
Exactly.
murder of her own. She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying
Finally.
in.
Goodness.
And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation,
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms
Was because she wanted
was
to
so
frame
that she
me.
could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
Exactly,
That
she
would
would
also
switch
explain
rooms.
why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
Yeah, but who'd believe it if she was
I'm
alive?
not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Exactly. And because he's dumb and in love with her.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true!
Yes, it's totally true.
Because...
There's no...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Yeah, unfortunately, it was self-defense.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Okay, I needed a little bit of time to think because my argument is falling apart. I came into this room thinking that it was Leon. I still think somehow that it's possible to be him. For him, it is still possible to be him because Leon earlier in the day said that he wanted to be a singer. Him getting a note from Sayako makes absolute sense for him to completely trust her and come into the room because could have enticed him with the idea that, or the prospect of going to see her would have been good for him because he wanted to become a singer himself and she's basically a successful singer. So my argument still makes sense. I still think that it's Leon, only I have to admit that I didn't figure it out, the fact that she was the one targeting him. There were a couple of evidence there that I didn't have, which suggested that. I think it's a guy because of the shirt, because I haven't seen any girls actually wearing the shirt. And it would make sense for her because that's the only person that I saw her talking to. Otherwise, for me personally, it would have made sense for one of the more... If I was Sayako and I was actually planning out the murder, I would have chosen one of the more flimsy girls. The problem with them is that they're not trusting enough to come to you. They're scared, right? Most of them are paranoid. So at the end of the day, it would have still made sense to be Leon. So I still think it's Leon. It was self-defense, but I still think that it's Leon. So I'm gonna go with my gut here and just say that it's Leon. Because he makes sense even in this scenario. In this scenario, Taka actually doesn't make sense because now that we know that she was actually the one who let the killer in, or the person that she was about to kill and actually ended up killing her, then it makes sense that it was Leon. It still makes sense. Leon is still the one that makes sense. As far as clues go, it has to be Leon. There is something left. There's the number. Come on. Come on. There's the numbers, but it's actually a name. Yes. Yes, let's go.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it.
Yeah.
But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, that's wrong.
They even pointed him out. I mean...
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
I'm sorry, Leon.
She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember?
It's not numbers, don't make me...
110.
Don't do this, you're the smart one.
Her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
It's real!
Before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Yes. Yes, yes, it was her blood. Right wrist, fatal, left index.
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
Yes.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean?
It's not numbers.
1, 0,
It's not
3, 7?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
It's not numbers.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of
Exactly.
meaning in these numbers.
Oh my god, I'm gonna bitch them.
It's because they're not
Thank
numbers.
you. Goodness.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers.
Exactly.
Don't these first two, 1, 1, look less like two numbers
Exactly.
and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there. So I assumed it was 1, 1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Oh wow.
Oh, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
I'm fairly sure so many people were frustrated at this part so hard because it's clearly Leon.
Getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N, N0
Oh my god, I'm a bitch slap you right now.
doesn't make any more sense than before.
Oh my god. You are an idiot.
Rotate
Please.
the image 180 degrees.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Oh my god. Now I see.
you. Yeah.
She wrote down the killer's name.
You dumbass. You don't deserve to live. You deserve to have gotten killed right here, right now. I have no...
So, whose name did she write?
Oh, fuck you. You're so bad. It's Leon. Go do one. That's not a 7 in your wildest dreams. No, 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 no. Where is you, red-haired? Where are you? Where are you?
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees.
Oh, fuck you.
If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
Exactly.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
Yes, I know, but it was obvious that it was Leon from the get-go.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me.
No, it's not a stretch. Shut up. We can get into your room and find out.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
How do you know that he was wrong?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
Yes, but I don't know how you know about the How do you know about that?
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them.
Mm-hmm.
And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right! There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
No, but there's two kids.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
The toolkit, come
Are
on.
you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
Is it the how?
I got it! If we look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
How? Why?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say.
What?
You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right?
How do you know that?
And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning
How
duty.
do you know that? Why are you incriminating
So
yourself?
the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
What do we get? What bullet do we get? Shattered crystal ball.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence.
Is that
No,
it?
that's wrong.
I think so. Right? That has to be it.
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator,
He
could
smashed the crystal ball into the...
Yes, you could. If you use this.
Yeah.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
You would throw it.
I got it! The killer
Ouch.
simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw that through a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi? Hifumi had the key. So the only way the incinerator could have been was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, The piece of shirt that escaped the fire?
Mm-hmm.
If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right?
And he's a baseball.
What accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Yeah, you're a
Difficult,
baseball player.
absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
Oh, where is he?
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
To begin. Yes, let's good luck and have fun. Alright.
I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier.
Mm-hmm.
But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife.
Mm-hmm.
Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open.
Okay.
What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there. But the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he'd left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw, but the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon? It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Fortunately,
Well then,
don't
I
have
guess
to acknowledge
this
it.
is
The
as
rest
good
of
a
the
time
people
as
have
any to
to.
present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
I do. Yeah.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
Yeah. They're a kid. They're a repair kid. Come on.
I refuse to acknowledge you! You're stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Stupid, 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 stupid!
Yeah, you have to get the repair kit. Still so hard to see which one of them it is. It's so annoying to do this. If this one can do one. If this is what I have to go through for I don't know how many things, I'm just not playing this game. This is just ridiculous.
When the killer removed...
I refuse! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lied! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! You lied! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lied! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance!
You suck.
Where's your proof?
This should prove it.
My god, that was so hard to figure out how to do.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I wonder.
It had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
Only the boys.
That must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Exactly, and girls don't have toolkits.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't.
Would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
It's unfortunate because technically speaking, you didn't want to kill her. I don't understand how I got an A, but I'll take. Oh.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes?
Of course, well.
You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Okay. I mean, I think everybody would have voted for Leon at this point. Okay, so we got it right.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
But...
You son of a bitch!
I didn't have a choice.
Actually, you could have left when she locked herself.
That's why... None of you are any different!
Unfortunately, yes.
Just unlucky. That's all.
The fact of the matter is that you still chose to kill her once she locked herself in the bathroom. You could have left and told everybody in the morning. No, if you would have been wrong, you would have killed... What's that? 12 other people? Yes, I know, but the truth is that Leon did end up killing her after she locked herself in the bathroom. That is the wrong choice for him. Stop it with the auto, you piece of shit. I'm trying to make a point here. Leon is unfortunate. Leon is the killer. So Leon is still guilty of this, indifferent of whether Sayaka attacked him first. He finished the job. He could have left. He could have told everybody in the morning what had happened. Mm-hmm. No, da. Oh, please, she was not a good person to begin with.
No matter what happens, please always be there.
I'm not sorry. Exactly. Uh-huh.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Very much.
Phew.
Yep, that's true.
That's enough. Calm down.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Yes, indeed.
Punishment?
Yeah, you're dead, I'm sorry.
Execution? Wait a second!
Yeah, I know you had a choice. The moment she locked herself in the bathroom, you chose to kill her. That's the problem here, dude.
Yeah.
So no, you are responsible. You were protecting yourself when she attacked you with the knife, but then you broke her arm and she fled to the bathroom. And you could have just left.
Is that okay?
Mm-hmm, thank you. Thank you. Yep.
Do you understand?
Yes, thank you. She knows.
So, that's why...
No, you are responsible.
Oh.
Yes, thank you. It's just the same as Jigsaw saying that he didn't kill all of those people he put in his trap. Yes, he did.
Unbelievable. Hey,
Chills! Kills! I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
Oh, I'm sorry, Mama.
Hey, come on now.
Stop, please!
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
No!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Come on, Bear. Oh, that would have actually left quite a lot of booze. Oh my god. Oh my fucking. Oh my. Oh my god. Oh my god. Of course it... Ah. Ew, Bear, you are disgusting.
Extreme!
I can't take it.
Well?
Damn you!
What the heck?
Say
what?
Well...
Hey,
Exactly.
Shit.
What does this mean?
Hey,
Thrills, chills, kills!
hey,
So someone is actually watching this, is what you're implying. Oh goodness. Alright, I'm just gonna end it there because that took a lot out of my brain. So thank you for watching. Have a nice day.